Hello guys and welcome to the channel. I am Marv. This is Readings by Marvelous Madame THRU. If you are catching this by way of my main channel that I've just mentioned, thank you so much for stopping by. If you are catching this intro by way of any of my breakout channels, which are as follows: Marvelous Taurus Tribe, Marvelous Cancer Tribe, Marvelous Libra Tribe, and Marvelous Capricorn Tribe. Thank you so much also for being here and checking out your video. I want to let you know, guys, since last week that I have tried to approach these readings this particular week that I'm mentioning, which is July 30th through August the 6th, several times. I have a schedule of when I upload things and when I do things, and I have a schedule of when I do everything else. Everything is on a schedule. And I am telling you that this week, nothing went the way that I wanted it to go in this block of time. Not only were we transitioning out of 1 month to another, there was a lot that went on this particular week. I know that there were some squares. I'm not going to get into too much astrology in the intro to keep it nice and short and sweet. But we did in this time frame experience a full moon in Aquarius. And regardless, guys, of where that actually hit you, whether it was personal or whether it was in any of the other 12 houses, this was the week of hell. For me, it just was a week of individuals needing me and me experiencing a lot of just not necessarily anything going wrong per se, like wrong, just chaotic from one thing to the next, from information coming in to information going out. It was absolutely hectic. So a lot of activity, a lot of breakups, a lot of things happening, from accidents to, fights, just things that I've heard, people getting robbed, like random things. It was crazy. Uranus is one of those disruptor planets. It shakes things out to the surface. It will disrupt, it will shake things up, and boy, it did not disappoint. There were a couple of things that went well. There was completely left blue, out of the blue, left field information that came in that I wasn't expecting. And more importantly, it was exhausting, if anything. So I apologize for your messages being late. So we're going to treat this as a weekly energy reading recap from July 30th through August the 6th. There were only a few of you that actually got readings that was, filmed, that was recorded on time. But no matter which way I turned last week, there was always some block. It was extremely frustrating. And sometimes it happens, I'm not going to go to the community tab and put anything up unless it's a technical issue and we're up and running like last week. That's another thing. Sorry, I repeated that 3 times. That's another thing. There's been a lot of heat related internet issues and things of that nature, guys. And that's typically summer. Like if you've been following me for a while, living in this desert, that's going to happen. Anybody that records weekly, it's going to happen. If that's all they do, if that's the only thing that they do, it's just record and they live out here in this desert, they may fare a little bit better than I. But it also, guys, is about, where they live and things of that nature. Just like no 2 people in your city or town gets the same internet, because it really depends on the infrastructure, which really depends on how they're getting it. I know that some parts of Las Vegas get things and other parts of Las Vegas doesn't get things, meaning, the infrastructure and the ground. And let's face it, it is Las Vegas. If you are familiar with the way things work out here in the little desert. But needless to say, I'm going to experience that until the summer is over. Every summer I go through some type of connectivity issue. It's been a little bit better this year than in previous years since I moved, but it's definitely still a thing. Internet seems to be a little faster in this pocket of the town. But needless to say, the heat does cause problems. The heat will fry things, and I'll get off that moving horse, that train. It's just been the week of hell. That's what I'm calling it. I hope that doesn't offend anybody because that's how I'm going to approach it, just because it wasn't necessarily about what happened to me. And it was basically all of my clients and people coming back needing emergency readings and that didn't necessarily take me away, but I was just so exhausted dealing with my own full moon and Aquarius week. Whatever happened 6 months ago finally coming to a full culmination. Things that need to be ended, acknowledged, or released. And boy, did it come. I am told that August starts out one way and then it ends another way. So that is that. I just wanted to give you guys a quick little intro. Like I try to do, especially when you do not see my hands. It has been a week for some of you. And if that is the type of week that you had, I apologize. I want, some people don't understand why I do intros. And there's a lot of individuals who don't understand, I don't understand. I've had a couple of individuals that don't understand why I say something. Anybody that is not pro communication and pro transparency, when a person gives you advice or gives you an opinion of how they just wouldn't have said anything, that is an individual who is not evolved in their thinking, because as a business owner, I don't owe anybody an explanation, but I owe you an explanation because I'm human. And if you can't humanize me and treat this channel and all of my other business ventures as a machine, because I've gotten so used to trying to be on time and honoring when things are supposed to go up, then you're not thinking realistically. You're not, because life happens. And I am never going to pull the wool over anybody's eyes and make it seem like this is the young and the restless. Everything happens and in 30 minutes is all taken care of like a sitcom. That's not life. And if you can't appreciate that, then these intros may annoy you. And that means that I'm not the reader for you. But everybody else, I like to be transparent and let you know what's going on. And some people definitely appreciate it. And I want your support. That's the reason why I tell you. I'm not fishing for compliments or wanting to be put on a pedestal. I want to be treated like a human being who just happens to have a gift and run a channel. And life happens. And that's exactly what happened last week. And I like to check in with you guys and tell you what I'm noticing and see if your week was even better. And a lot of times I'll get a lot of feedback from the intros. You guys will hit me up via text or send me an email and be like, Marv, it was this, it was that. And I listen. I appreciate that. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and end this right here. I am going to be calling this the weekly energy recap in each one of your readings. We're going to be covering July 30th through August the 6th. I'm going to tell you what could have happened in your energy for that week. And then you guys, by the time you get this video, your full moon and Aquarius video would come up. That was actually done, but there was so many things going on. It just took so long to upload. It was ridiculous. So everything will be done. And your videos now, the new week, which is going to be August the 6th through August the 13th. My intention is to have those up within the next couple of days. And hopefully, just hopefully, we will finally be on track. And I can actually sit down, and hopefully we're out of the woods and I can sit down and you guys can see the hands and we can chit chat and go back to normal. My most important thing is that there is not a week that goes by where you don't get something. Even if that week has passed, I'm going to do a recap. I'm going to do something. I do not want gaps on my channel. That is a very hard thing to accomplish, especially when you do weekly uploads. But that is my promise and my commitment to this channel since I went to a weekly format, and that's that. Everything you guys need will be below in the description box for you and your collective. And if you need anything, if you are looking for a personal reading or whatever it is, if it's not below, email me readings@marvelouslamadame.com. 9 times out of 10, it will be below. Right now, for the remaining of the summer, what products are available, or what tarot readings are available for purchase, sessions, readings, appointments, whatever you want to call it, are the tarot text readings as well as the pre-recorded videos. We are not doing phone readings. We may resume that for the fall, but I'm still trying to figure that out. Needless to say, that's that. Hope this message, guys, finds you well and in good spirits. And I will see you guys in each one of your videos. Thank you guys for listening. Hello, guys. Welcome to the channel. I'm Marv. This is Readings by Marvelous Madame THRU. Weekly energy reading recap for the beautiful sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What was the energy that took place? Thank you so much. All right, Taurus. Okay, thank you again, Spirit. Okay. What is up with this King of Pentacles card this week? Wow. So we lead this energy with an 8 of Wands. Oh, wow. Quick moving communication for you this week, Taurus. Text message, emails, articles in the mail, something that came quick. I don't associate mail with quick moving communication. I typically associate it with, things that can be sent on the internet, but it could have been a bit of a out the blue type of energy as well. So don't let that fool you. So you could have gotten a text message from an individual offering you something. It's interesting how the energy on your channel changes. So I am picking up a different set of Tauruses. There's someone that reached out to you that wants to offer you a commitment with King of Pentacles in the heart place and the Lovers following that. This individual could have been someone who was a multiple lover option for you, or you represented that for them. Or if this is not a casual situation, this represents the spiritual connection that you and this person has. Very, very cut and dry. What do we have in the past? In the past, we did have death. There's been some energetic shifts that have taken place between you and this individual. This could also represent something that, this could represent a job. And when I say that, when I'm looking at lovers could represent multiple options that just were not viable, period. And I feel like maybe for some of you, you were romancing, several different options, and those options ended up not being as lucrative as you may have wanted. And there's one that you've had your eye on. You can apply this to that as well. Does not have to be romantic, but I'm gonna lead forward with it from a romantic standpoint. So take the parts that apply to the situation and leave the rest that doesn't. Something definitely did end in the past, but endings provided a new beginning, and now top of the deck does show a Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles matches this King of Pentacles in the heart. So this just looks like plain old reconciliation. I am reluctant to be as excited as you'd want me to be for your reconciliation, only because, guys, your ruler is retro. You're not thinking straight. So many people hate that too when they're justifying their stuff. Oh my God, I say this every single time because I remember I was talking about that, and then there was some type of air sign person, had to be. It's okay to look at things from different perspectives, but and as a Libra rising, I know that. And with having double Taurus on my chart, Venus is all over the place. And I'm not doing anything right now but listening to what Venus is trying to tell me reevaluating and going over the parts of me that needs reevaluation. And if you are impulsive and you don't think things through, then you're probably not going to heed the word, which is the reason why you're going to find yourself in the same situation over and over again, doing the same stuff over and over again, looking for a different outcome. That is not Marv. And if there's an argument when you hear that, and you automatically take that to mean that someone is trying to stifle you or do not want you to, you take that to mean, well, I'm not going to not do this because such and such is in my face. Or, I like this offer, or I like that. Nobody is telling you not to do it. But if it creates an anxiety in you where you feel like you want to fight, and you want to tell me I'm wrong, and then chances are, I guarantee when this planet goes direct and you go back to this, you're going to be like, she was right. And I don't want to be right. I'm just spreading the message based upon my observations and my take. You do not have to listen. But if you are a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, I urge you to do that. Forgiving and learning is coming out for you. You need to release and heal the past so you can experience more love in your present moments. It's been a very popular card across the zodiac signs and across the channels. And this is exactly what this energy wants you to do. This retrograde in your sign wants you to do just that. However, there could be someone in your life right now that you have chemistry with, and there can be a strong magnetic attraction, and you also are being guided to give the relationship a chance and work on your partnership. But this all is related to a past situation, in my opinion. I do not believe that this is new, people. So if you have someone that is coming in that is new, have fun with them. Like I have told my fire signs, have fun, but use your discernment, because there's a lot, and I get it. Like if you have an impulsive moon, like an Aries moon, you're not listening to what nobody got to say. How you learn is when you mess up. And that's great. That's great for you. If you're a Sagittarius moon, you probably think you know everything any damn way. And so you're not going to listen. Again, fire moons, like and Leo moons, you need validation. And if somebody coming in validating you and giving you what you want, you going to go for it. I'm singling the fire moons out in this because you guys learn differently. But if you are affected by this Venus and Leo retrograde, please do not go and jump out the window with a situation. Just have fun. Don't make it more than what it is, and be very aware and intentional in those connections. Yes, in the past, this could have been a new love situation. You're not quite ready to move into this new love that came to you in the past because you are not done giving and learning, forgiving and learning. You can't experience new love in your present moments if you haven't healed the past, but you can't tell a sign that is impulsive that. You can't, because they feel like they're being stifled, like they're being restricted. And they don't realize that they bring that energy into the new into the new reading, into the new relationship. So Taurus, I think I'm singling you out right now. If this particular reading, if you have fire in your chart, if you are a Taurus sun or Taurus rising and the moons are fire, you're going to find yourself being honeymoon right now and going into something that seems and feels really good, and it's not, especially if it's from the past. So, it is quick moving communication that came in, but I don't know about this. So please proceed with caution. If you are 100%, you've already broken up and this person is coming back to you right now, really doesn't mean that it will work and it won't work. Just proceed with caution. Okay. So that is what I'm seeing for you this particular week. You definitely are reconciling. You guys could possibly be in an explorative type of situation right now where you're trying to really work on things. Everything is good in the beginning. I definitely don't want to be the voice of doom and gloom, but definitely I'm telling you to proceed with caution. This is your soulmate, okay? But understand that all soulmates doesn't necessarily mean You have to be with them. Major arcana standouts this week is death. So endings bring beginnings, and the lovers. There's definitely a deep spiritual connection with this individual that you are connecting with. And that concludes your recap. Let me know whether this took place or pieces of this. If you want this to happen, then claim it and let's go forward in the next week and see what that energy brings. Like, share, and subscribe to the Marvelous Tribe. Always a pleasure, Taurus, and I will see you next week when we do it again. Bye, guys.